What is going on, buddy? Welcome back to All Things Film. Today I'm here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 9 Episode 3 and the helicopter that we saw, and it gives us a hint that Rick Grimes actually may survive, and I'm going to talk all about that in this video today. But before I do begin, if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to subscribe for daily videos. But other than that, let's get started. Alright, so after seeing this helicopter and actually getting our first, the best hint we've gotten so far, we actually heard a voice from the helicopter, and we heard it what they want, and they want an A. And the reason I think this might be hinted towards Rick's exit and is actually his survival is because we know Rick is an A. But before I talk more about Rick, let me give my input on what I think an A and a B is, because, well, first of all, I see a lot of people saying that I think an A is alive and B is bitten. I don't think it's the case, because right before Jadis whacked Gabriel, she said, "I thought you were a B." And Gabriel isn't bitten, and right before she said that, she said to Gabriel that me and you should go to this community and start over, start a new life. So what I'm thinking it is, I think B is people that are going to that community, they just want to go there and live there freely, and then A are people that are being sold to that community for supplies for Jadis. And another thing that I want to bring up, and this is a question for you guys to leave in the comments down below, do you guys think Georgie is connected to this helicopter? I think so, and if that is the case, maybe Maggie would be a good example of a B, because Georgie keeps sending letters to Maggie and wants to recruit her. So if Maggie goes to this community, if it is the same community, I just think they are, because I feel like it'll be weird if they introduce two different communities. I mean, essentially three, because the Whisperers are coming in too. I feel like it's a little bit too much. So I do feel like Georgie and the helicopter group are the same group. So if Maggie wants to go live there just to, freely and go check out the group because Georgie keeps recruiting her, yeah, that would be an example of a B. And if this group is the Commonwealth, which it looks like it might be, it makes sense, because the Commonwealth in the comics, they are a huge group. They have 50,000 people or something like that. So them always on the mission to recruit people, that makes sense, because their group is really big. And in episode 2, when Jadis saw the helicopter, that helicopter was really high up in the sky, almost like it was kind of spying on these people and seeing what's going on, because Jadis was the only one that noticed, and she was elevated on that machine. So and then also Georgie said that she's been watching the hilltop and is she's impressed with the hilltop. That's why she wants to talk to them and recruit Maggie. So this group is definitely their job is to recruit people to come to their communities, I believe, and that's why, if it is the Commonwealth, that's why they're so big. But anyways, back to Rick, because obviously Rick is the big thing here, and he's leaving in 2 episodes, and Rick, we know, is an A. And the reason we know he's an A, because last season when Jadis captured Rick and put him in that container, she put the letter A outside of the container, meaning he's A, which is pretty crazy now to think about it, that Jadis was gonna sell Rick to this group for supplies. So that's really crazy to think about, but we know Rick is an A. And it also looks like maybe Jadis owes them something, because she told Gabriel that what I did, what I was selling people for, supplies, I was doing that for my people, but all their people are dead now. So it looks like maybe she still owes them or something, because they're not leaving her alone. And on the walkie-talkie, the guy said it's gonna take an A. So they need somebody to be sold, I guess, to them. And maybe these people are getting sold to them, maybe they aren't living freely. They probably are gonna be working, being treated badly and poorly. I can definitely see something like that happening. But yeah, whatever the case is, Jadis owes these people an A. And we know Gabriel isn't gonna be sold to them. That's very clear. I mean, even though he's tied up in the trailer, we know it's not gonna happen, because in the main trailer that we got in Comic-Con, we literally see Gabriel with a white beard, which kind of shows them there might be a second time jump, and then he's interviewing Magnus Group and asking them, "Who are you now?" So he's the one talking to Magnus Group, and Magnus Group is gonna get introduced later on, I believe episode 6. So yeah, we know Gabriel isn't gonna be sold away. So I definitely think if Jadis does owe them a person or something, Rick could very well be that person. Now, do I think Jadis is gonna go capture Rick and we're gonna go through all that shit again? No, I don't think that's what's gonna happen. But if this helicopter group needs somebody, they're gonna probably seek out Rick or someone. If Rick is injured or something, maybe that's a way for them to leave it open-ended. Maybe Rick is injured and we see ropes falling down and somebody says, "Come on," or I don't know. I mean, that sounds bad, but I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something. But yeah, I can definitely see this group seeking out Rick, because if they are spying on this group, they would know Rick is a leader and he's somebody that is well known. So maybe they would want Rick to be part of their group. But yeah, man, I definitely do think there's a huge possibility of this happening, because if this group is the Commonwealth, we probably aren't going to get the Commonwealth until like later on in season 10. So they're getting hinted at now. So this would be a good exit for Rick, because he essentially wouldn't have to come back until maybe even season 11. They don't have to introduce Rick the moment they introduce the Commonwealth. Maybe later on when the group goes to the Commonwealth, they see Rick there. I can definitely see something like that happening. But I am going to wrap it up there, because I want to hear from you guys in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on this? If you think it's going to happen, if you don't think it's going to happen, in what way you think Rick is going to be exiting the show in 2 episodes. And hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating, and for daily Walking Dead videos, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been All Things Film, and until next time, peace.